Hi, this is Kate and Jason at Partage. We are here to talk about our story and the genesis of where this all started from. We thought it was about time that we shared a little bit of our story. We announced that we're doing a dinner series here at Partage, and that is something that started Partage. Like, it started the name Partage.
So the whole reason why this place is the way it is because of that idea that you've been fostering for years.
Yeah. So the whole start, Jason's been doing catering and private chefing, personal chefing for over a decade now. But we started to kind of see that the pattern of what was really driving us forward was bringing people back around the dinner table. And that's been the motto that we have encapsulated. But specifically, we want people to commune around food. Everybody has a story about, with food, about food, or around food. That's kind of the oldest thing in our humanity's tradition is to eat together. And so that's kind of been the idea of getting back to the basics of that, and how do we do that, and taking steps to allow people to be able to do that again and to feel comfortable to do that again. And in this fast-paced society, it's kind of difficult.
We've been sold a lie that says, rush, hurry, it's not important, when we think we're actually, the whole community hinges on gathering.
And so we're trying to get back to the actual purpose of what food was meant to do, and not only to nourish our bodies, but to also nourish relationships. The whole start of the dinner series idea came from a really difficult time within our nation. And it was right after the Parkland school shooting down in Florida. And that really hit me hard. That one specifically, I saw the nation doing something a little bit different, where it was talking more about the political agendas behind it and less about the tragedy of what it was. And it was less about the people and more about what party was pushing what. And that really bothered me, because I felt like the families completely got overwritten. I wanted to hear about the victims and learn about them, because that's the way their legacy is going to live on. And we didn't hear much about that. And also, it was this idea of, I wanted to know what drove this idea into the perpetrator into doing why he did what he did. Because as demented as it was, there was a reason behind it that he thought was okay, and it wasn't okay. But it was this idea of what happened in his life that led him to this decision of, this is what I'm gonna do. I was so sick of complaining about it, of nobody's doing anything. And then I was well, what can we do? What can we do? What is it that we have the ability to do ourselves? And
I feel like a light bulb went off.
Yeah, and I was well, food. We can offer food to anybody who wants to just come and have a meal with us. And all we want to do is hear people's stories, to understand why a person is where they are today.
We've seen this. If I can break bread with someone, if we can have a meal with someone, it just tears the barriers down. And even if we disagree wildly on an array of things, we see each other as human, and we really come together. And it changes how you view someone. So this idea of having a meal, sharing a meal, it really builds that community that we are missing.
Yeah. It's definitely this is not driven by an agenda of we want to change anybody. It is simply to hear people's stories.
Yeah.
We love reflecting on our own life's journey, and we've each had an interesting journey from our past. All right, so that was a little bit about Partage and the idea behind where it started from and where we're really excited to see it going with this new dinner series. Thanks so much for listening to our story. And we hope to see you guys soon, especially in Partage. Because this is really fun. I love to see friendly faces.
Buy a sandwich.
And a London fog that Jason so kindly made us. It was really, really good. Okay, see you guys.